Good afternoon, students. Today we will see types of partnership and types of partners, which is next in your syllabus after meaning and features of partnership. So let's first see general partnership. General partnership means the word by which we know what is partnership. It is actually general partnership when there is no special conditions associated with partnership. So what happens in case of these kind of partnership? Here, liability of each partner is unlimited. Means if creditors cannot realize their debt from the selling the firm's assets, then the personal assets of the partners may be seized or may be attached to repay the debt. So a general partner has all the responsibilities, rights, and duties which is generally mentioned in the partnership format of business. So it is called general partnership. Now let's see what is limited liability partnership. These kind of partnership is not allowed in India but are allowed under Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. It is not governed by Indian Partnership Act 1932. So basically an LLP is a combination of both company and partnership. So in this kind of partnership, the liability of the partners are limited to the shares in the form of capital in the firm. It has a separate legal entity and perpetual succession as it happens in case of company. That means it is a separate legal entity, it can make contracts, it can sue other parties, and it has a perpetual succession. That means lunacy, death, or admission of a new partner doesn't change the state of the partnership firm. And no partners are liable for any unauthorized or independent actions of other partners in this format. But it is not true in case of general partnership. So in LLP, when more partners are there, it is very safe to have LLP because what other partners are doing, any partner may not know. So at that time, when a big firm is there and it is difficult to keep track of every partner, then this kind of format is best. This is a hybrid form of business organization combining features of both partnership firm and joint stock company. So let's see what are the difference between limited liability and general partnership so that it will be very clear to you that in case of LLP, every partner has limited liability up to their capital contribution in the business. But in case of general partnership, unlimited liability is there to every partner and the partner's personal assets may be seized in case of any due is there. In case of LLP, it has a separate legal entity. That means it can make contracts, it can sue other parties, it can file lawsuits. But in case of general partnership, partners and partnership firm are both same. There is no separate legal entity. In case of LLP, death, lunacy, or bankruptcy of any partner does not affect continuity of the firm. But in case of general partnership, whenever a partner dies or become lunatic or become bankrupt, then the firm is dissolved, and after exiting that partner, new partnership firm has to be formed. LLP must be registered under the act and with the registrar of limited liability partnership. But in case of general partnership, need not be registered. Registration is not necessary. However, it may be registered. And in case of LLP, there is no restriction on the number of partners. But in case of general partnership, the number of partners is restricted. As you know, 50 and 20 in case of non-banking and banking companies. Again, next thing is types of partners. Some more partnership is there. Partnership at will means when the partners agree to make a firm, partnership firm, with an indefinite period of time. That means the partnership is not restricted to any time period, but it is at will, and any partner or other partners or all partners can leave the partnership according to the agreed rules between them. So it is called partnership at will. Whereas in case of particular partnership, partnership is formed for a specific period of time or for a specific project. Like a short term venture may be there, in which partners are agreeing to share profits and losses, and but that venture will not go on forever, and it is very for a very short period. So these kind of partnership is called particular partnership. Now let's see types of partners. So active or working partner, this is the most common. For contribute capital, they take part in management of the company, they share profits and losses both. They have unlimited liability towards the dues of the firm. They are responsible for every act of other partners. They are also themselves agents of the partnership firm. So all these qualities are possessed by active or working partner. Whereas a sleeping or dormant partner does not take any active part in the management of the firm. He may simply contribute capital, and he can share profits or losses of the firm, but his liability for the firm's debt is also unlimited. He is not known to the persons who deal with the firm. So he is just an inactive or dormant partner. He is a partner who has his name in partnership deed or with the firm, but he is not taking any active part in management of the company. Again, some at in some firms, secret partners are there. Secret partner means those partners which are not known to the outsiders, that whether they are partners in the firm or not, and they may contribute capital and take an active part in the management of the firm's business, but other don't know that he is a partner in the firm. Again, a limited partner is there who has liabilities limited to the extent of his share in the capital of the company. He does not take active part in management of the firm's business, and firm is not dissolved in event of his death, lunacy or bankruptcy. That means his liabilities are also limited and profit is also limited to his shares. Again, partner in profits only. Sometimes there are some partners who are partner for profit only. If there is any profit, they will uh, take share in the profit, but if there is loss, they will not bear any loss. So all these partnership are based on logic. You can easily understand if anybody is sharing only profit, that means he is not taking part in management of the company. Otherwise, he would become responsible for losses also. So when any partner contributes capital only, he doesn't take part in management of the company. He doesn't also provide his any know-how to the company. Then to the partnership firm, then he becomes partner in profits only. Now let's see what is nominal or ostensible partner. This kind of partner neither contributes capital nor take part in the management of the company, or he may not share also profit and losses of the firm, but he provides his name to be used by the firm so that it can bring some goodwill to the firm, or for honorary purpose. These kind of partners may be made. So these kind of partners are of two types. One is partner by estoppel. That means a person who becomes partner due to his words of mouth. That means if he tells somebody that he is a partner of the firm, then he becomes liable to pay the debts of the firm. Now, some example has been given, a case study, like a rich man Mohan is not a partner, but he sells other party Sohan that he is a partner in the firm. Now, seeing his financial sufficiency or abilities, Sohan provides goods on credit to Shipra Enterprises, whose partner he suppose Mohan. And but if the partnership firm cannot pay the debt, then Mohan has to pay the debt to the creditor Sohan, because he has become partner by estoppel. He has represented to some other person saying that he is a partner. So he becomes partner by estoppel. Again, partners by holding out means when a person is declared as a partner and doesn't deny the information, then he is supposed to be a partner. Later on, he cannot say that he is not the partner in the firm. So this is also an example given that Shipra tells Sohan in the presence of Mohan that Mohan is a partner of Shipra Enterprises. Mohan at that time does not deny it. Later on, Sohan gives a loan of 20,000 to Shipra Enterprises on the basis of the impression that Mohan is a partner in the firm. The firm fails to repay the loan to Sohan, so Mohan is liable to pay rupees 20,000 to Sohan. Here Mohan is partner by holding out. Okay, let's see what is a minor partner. Sometimes a partner dies, his minor son or daughter can be admitted in the firm as a new partner, or on the consent of all the partners, any minor who has not attained an age of 18 years can be made partner in the firm. But some conditions are there, like as a minor he can't take part in the management of the company, he will not take part in the management of the company, so he is also not liable to bear the losses of the firm. He will only share the profit of the firm. Capital may be contributed by him, and he can he have full access to the information available through books of accounts of the firm. However, he cannot take part in management of the company. He is also not liable for any debts arising out of the partner's actions to the firm, and his personal assets will not be seized in that case. So he is not liable to bear any losses, or debt of the firm will not be paid by him. So this is minor partner. Again, some sub partner means when a partner makes another partner in his own profit and losses. Like A, B, and C are partners in a firm, and A recruits D as his own partner, and he will give for his services, he will give some share out of his own profit to D for any special service. So other partners and the partnership firm has nothing to do with that. A can sublet his partnership. He cannot take part management in the company, and he is not liable for the firm's debts also. There is a chart given, table given, in which all the comparisons have been made of partners. You can go through it. I am sending this PDF in the group. You will see that, read this part, and remember what kind of partner or partnership has what kind of features. Thanks.